Halo, Assalamualaikum. Let me introduce myself. My name is Putri Annazarin. You can call me Ririn. How are you everyone? I hope you are all doing very well. This time, I will discuss a very famous historical novel in Indonesia, KEMELUT di Majapahit by Asmaraman Sukawati or Ko Ping Ho. Before talking about novels, I will mention the intrinsic and extrinsic element of a novel. The intrinsic element of a novel are theme, plot, setting, character and characterization, point of view, and mandat. The extrinsic element of the novel are biography and background of the author, background of the novel, and social and cultural values. Okay, let's talk about the intrinsic and extrinsic element of the novel KEMELUT di Majapahit. The first is the theme. The theme in this novel is Ronggolawe's rejection of Patih Nambi's appointment. The novel also raises themes of loyalty, courage, and love. Next is the plot. The plot in the course of the story. The plot in this novel is a forward plot, which means that the events in this novel are coherent from the beginning, middle, to the end. Next is the setting. The setting in this novel is the Majapahit kingdom in the 15th century. Here is one example of the setting of events in novel KEMELUT di Majapahit. Soon, only deep sound of Megulamat's feet running congkalang broke the silence of the dusty building, slaying the feelings of two wives who love and warm the safety of their angry husband. Setting: the duchy building. Scene: quiet and worrying. The following are the characters and characterization. The protagonists in this novel are Ronggolawe and Raden Wijaya. The antagonist in this novel is Darapeta. There are also other characters such as King Brawijaya, Gayatri, Patih Gajah Mada, and Raden Mas Jola. Then there is the point of view. The point of view in this novel is third person unknown. Then there is a mandat. In this novel, there are several mandats. The first is that a leader must be wise, firm and fair to anyone, and the second is that a leader must prioritize the common interest. After that, there is a language style. The language style rules contained in this novel are 1. Using past tense words. Example: however, there came an army that a few years ago was sent by the late Prabu Kertanegara to the Malay country. 2. Using conjunction of the time sequence. Example: then there was a scraping sound and the edge of the table crumbled. 3. Using material verbs. Example: I deliberately came to your majesty to remind of the mistake you made outside of your conscientiousness. 4. Using mental verbs. Example: hearing of the Patih appointments, Adipati Ronggolawe face turned red. 5. Using indirect speech. Examples: Tirtowati also warned that throwing rice on the floor like that was an insult to Dewi Sri and could lead to repentance. 6. Using direct speech. Examples: Kakang Mas Adipati, please calm down. 7. Using adjectives. Examples: of course Songgolawe, as someone who had been loyal since the time of Prabu Kertanegara side with Diah Gayatri. 8. Using personal pronouns. Example: after Raden Wijaya success in becoming the first Majapahit king with the title Kertarajasa Jayawardana, he did not forget the service of the Senopati who had been loyal and helped him a lot since then, distributing ranks to them. The novel also used several figurative words such as 1. Like a goodness, meaning beautiful. 2. Red in the face, meaning angry. 3. His face becomes red like a boiled shrimp and as if it's emitting fire, meaning angry. 4. Eyes wide open means shock or surprise. Next, we talk about the extrinsic elements of the novel Kemelut di Majapahit. The first is the author's biography or background. Asmaraman Sukowati or Ko Ping Ho is a famous Indonesian writer of martial art stories. For 30 years, he has written at least 120 stories. Interestingly, Ko Ping Ho could write stories set in China, but could not read and write in Mandarin. Next is the background of the novel. The novel takes place during the Majapahit kingdom in the 15th century. With this story, the novel Kemelut di Majapahit received a lot of praise from the public because it was inspired by the story right in this novel. Then, the last one is social and cultural value. The social value found in the novel Kemelut di Majapahit is respecting someone in a higher position. Because this novel is a historical novel, it explains that we must respect people in higher positions such as kings. The cultural value found in this novel is the belief that the habit of throwing rice on the floor is an act of humiliation or lack of gratitude. In this novel, the act is a form of insult to Dewi Sri and can become a repentance. Well, that's all the explanation I can convey about the intrinsic and extrinsic element of the novel Kemelut di Majapahit. Hopefully, this video is useful for all of us. Assalamualaikum and see you soon!